So it has been established that we need to wear black on our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or a dark color.
Yeah. Of course.
Hello, hello. Welcome in, everyone. We see you guys. Oh, thank you, Eileen. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Okay, this here. Let's see the side of it.
Do what?
Did you see the side of it?
What did
This side of the bottom. This side. Alright, so. Hey,
Hey everyone, how you doing? How you doing?
What's up? Thank you all for coming in. Joaquin's shirt says it's impossible with the M, the M impossible kind of X'd out with God means it's possible with God. So yes.
Let me give it to you.
Yeah, there you go. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes,
all right.
Thank y'all for coming in tonight. So
hope you've had a great day.
Yes, hope you all have a great day. So last night, Joaquin was talking about a song that he always thinks about me when he hears this particular song.
Well, if anyone was here for the infidelity live, you'd understand why some people would say, who would ever thought I would get hurt?
Blue, D. Curry.
Yep, so this is a song that always makes me think about her with that, you know.
Yes, he says this is the song that always makes him think. Eileen, I like that. She says, I'm going to get a shirt that says pickles and popcorn. Hashtag Lopers. So if you guys don't know, like my favorite like snack to eat, like if I'm on, I could be on a live and I could just be eating pickles and popcorn. Or I mean that's like one of the favorite things. And there's a specific type of pickle I like.
And there's a specific type of popcorn.
That I like as well. So
she only likes kettle popcorn.
Yep, kettle corn.
And the pickles have to be the sweet jergens.
Sweet jergens.
I know what kind of pickle she like.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let us know where you're coming in from, people.
So where are you tuning in from tonight? We have an amazing, and when I tell you an amazing topic tonight, which is careers and relationships. We actually had a follower on TikTok make the reference to, can you talk about jobs and relationships?
Woo. We've been there.
We have been there. When you talk about careers and relationships, careers and marriage, and how they impact your relationship, how they impact your mindset as a female and as a male, and what that looks like in your relationship. Okay. Yes. So we got Central Illinois, California, Tennessee, Mexico, Alabama, Houston, Texas,
LA in the house,
Reno, Nevada.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Jasper, Alabama in the house tonight. What's up?
Augusta, Georgia in the house.
Yes, we got Mississippi, Louisiana. Yes, we got Forest, Mississippi in the house.
What's up, Funky Town?
Yes.
Who's that from Funky Town?
It's somebody called Scrambled Mind. On YouTube, it's from
cool.
We got Washington,
St. Louis, West Virginia, Phoenix, Arizona in the house.
We got New York in the house. I went to high school in New York and then went to college upstate New York. So yeah, New York is a place that I do call home. We got Toronto, Canada in the house as well on YouTube. But thank you all for coming in and joining us tonight. We are talking about careers and relationships, marriages.
Chi-Town in the house.
You know, what that looks like. How does it impact you? Has it impacted your relationship? Has there been...
Somebody said they're waiting on that worldwide. Worldwide what?
that worldwide, that Loper Lady tour
Oh yes.
featuring
Oh yes.
Mr. Joaquin Loper.
I'm just a feature, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm just a feature. I'm here for the ride, and I'm happy to be here.
So, yes.
Oh,
we
I'm
got
sorry.
Macon, Mississippi in the house, Montreal, Canada.
Oh, Macon, Mississippi.
Arkansas, Florida.
You know, making up about that golden triangle, baby. Talking about that golden triangle. You know?
That golden triangle, okay.
Yeah, y'all. If you ain't from the area, you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Columbus, Mississippi, Louis. Anyway,
Yes. We got Philly in the house. Thank you. Someone said that my glasses are really cute. Thank you so much. Really appreciate
Arkansas,
that.
Wisconsin, Detroit,
Connecticut.
All
I
right,
said Detroit, baby.
all right, give us 1 second because we forgot to do something. We got Jamaica and Trinidad, Tobago in the house.
That's right, Eileen. I'm gonna sing you happy birthday, girl.
Give me 1 second, okay? I apologize. We forgot to do this because we were kind of rushing. Get on here from
Yes.
session. So give us a second. All right? Bear with us. All right. Hey, Father, I thank you for this day, Lord. Because my care was supposed to give us the intellect, Father God. Give us the courage, Father God, to speak your word and to reach your people. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
All right. Thank y'all for being here. Again, on TikTok, we do have our moderator. That
Yes,
is
David.
D.
We're live right now.
Yes, we are D. Clark Curry. It is D. Clark Curry. She is our moderator tonight. She will be shooting over all of she just said, please come in being positive, no negativity, or you will be muted. She lets you know that up front. So D. Clark Curry, if you have a question that you are trying to get across to us and we don't see it, usually D. Clark Curry can answer that for you. She and if she doesn't, she will usually shoot that question over to us. And if we have time to answer it, we will. We are not ignoring you by any means.
But we do have a lot of comments coming through.
But we have a lot of comments coming through, and that's why we have her on here moderating these sessions for us. We come on these lives. When we come with our opinions. We come with the experiences that we've gone through, and we also come with our own experiences that we've been through in our marriage, in our finances, in our careers, as parents, as a woman, as a man. And we bring these things to you hoping that they give you first and foremost, some hope. And to encourage you to never ever quit, to not give up. Okay?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my grandfather used to tell me, experience doesn't mean you have to go through it. Experience means you can actually learn from someone who's already been through it.
Yes.
So our goal when we're speaking to whether it's married people or people wanting to be married, newly married people, or people who've been married for a while, if we can help you not go through a struggle, man, that's our job. That's our goal. And we're here to be open vessels, transparent.
Yes.
We're nothing that we've done or been through in our life is going to put us to shame.
Right.
We've been through it.
Yeah, and know that if you are interested in speaking with us one-on-one, if you are interested in coaching with us and grief recovery, please reach out to us on our website at www.blendedandwinning.com. www.blendedandwinning.com.
And we don't care who you are, man, woman,
Right.
black, brown, pink, purple.
Right.
Come on in.
Yes.
We love you the same.
Yep.
So I'm always have to dig in the nose.
Wow. I mean, really, wow.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it, y'all. I couldn't help it.
I mean, if I wanted them to know that I had to scratch my nose, I would have told them that. I mean, really, Joaquin? I tell y'all what, I am not lying. Let me tell y'all something, okay?
Oh my God.
Who needs enemies when you got a husband like mine?
I'm sorry. That was funny.
Who needs enemies when you got a husband like mine? I mean, I stepped away.
You just scratching your nose.
It doesn't matter, but still, Joaquin,
you respected them to go off.
You know
I
what?
just let them know what you doing.
No. I got something.
Why you gotta be petty?
No. I got one for you. I got
Baby, what?
What is the difference between your job and your wife? What is the difference between your job and your wife?
I like going to my job.
No, your job sucks.
That ain't funny. That's petty. You know that? That's petty.
Just saying. Just saying. Your job sucks.
That ain't funny. Y'all, we got some work to do.
Hey, David.
Hey.
Okay, so David, let me see if
we
I
have
can make
some-
you a moderator.
We have some work to do too, people.
Dang, David, hold on. I gotta
Matter of fact, you know what? You are my first job, so you slacking.
Oh, yes. And moderator. David, you should now be a moderator. Okay.
Yes, he on.
On YouTube.
Yes.
So, David, you should be a moderator now on YouTube. If you can, will you please pin or put in the comment section?
Everybody say I love a little G.
Blended. Little dude, the little dude in the music. Yes,
Oh, for sure.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. David, if you'll go ahead and put the website in the comment section, I would love that.
Thank you, y'all. So they said you better say sorry.
Sorry for what?
That joke, that was petty. That was mean.
Sorry. Not sorry.
She sure ain't. Nigga on your job.
Sorry, not sorry.
We start tonight. I give you a raise.
He knows that my tickles my fancy. See?
You get it? I give you a raise. All right. We ain't come up here for that, people.
Like, for real, expose me.
Yeah,
Like,
this is what we do. Baby, it's natural. You just have to,
Yeah.
But
I stepped away from the camera to do that. You didn't have to put me on blast.
I didn't put you on blast.
What was that?
Nobody saw it. I just gave him a picture. I just said, you should
Okay.
clean our nose.
All right, our blast is totally different. Whatever works, right? Whatever works. Yeah. Go for the raise. I know, right? Hey, I get more money left on my nightstand.
Bam.
There you go.
Works for both of us.
Yeah.
Both of us win.
Yeah. That's like $100 more.
What could you do with $100?
Huh?
What could you do with $100?
Nothing. $100 to an adult is like $1 to a child. I ain't spend that so fast.
Depending on how good of a job you do.
I'm so glad I swallowed that.
All right, people.
Okay, good people.
All right, people. We
gonna get started.
I'm sorry. We just having some fun. Okay, so my wife is here to talk about.
Yeah, people wonder what keeps the spark. This right here. This stuff right here is what keeps the spark. Jesus Christ.
We're always trying to one up each other.
Oh my
I'm sorry.
gosh. Hey.
No, she has not. She has not got the time difference yet. She still struggles with it. She's getting better.
I do struggle with the time difference. I am getting better
She's
though,
getting
like
better
he
with
said.
it.
I'm glad that he acknowledged that because I am getting better with the time difference.
She's
Yeah.
getting,
Yeah.
much better with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
All right.
we're here to talk about careers and relationships. And so that means that tonight we're going to talk a little bit about finances and what that
Really? You talk about finances?
a little bit about finances, simply because finances in your career play a huge part in your relationship. How do we start that out? Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever had issues in your relationship that
Excuse me.
where the man or the woman has had an issue with who brings in the most money? Has there been an issue where your spouse or your significant other or your partner has felt some kind of way because you bring in more money than them, or you work a job that's not as hard as their job, and so they throw that in your face when it's time to do something at home,
As if it's not appreciated.
as if it's not appreciated.
And everything that we're talking about tonight,
we've been
through.
there.
We've been there.
We've been there. Okay.
Let's get some clarity. There was a point in time. Matter of fact, the job my wife just left. She was making more money than me on our regular jobs. And I had someone, well, this was years ago, we had someone actually, a guy stepped to me and asked me, did my wife make more money than me in the gym? And I was like, yeah, more, at this time she makes more than me. Man, how did that make you feel, man? That make you feel less than a man? No. That makes me feel like I made a good choice in who I married.
Yep.
What's the point of me feeling bad or less than a, she can never be me. She can never be fit in my shoes as a man.
Right.
It's my job to be I'm told you I'm my wife's pusher. I'm her dope dealer. If she making more money than me, guess what? I need to push you to make some more. Because we're working in this together. We don't have accounts where this is her money and your money. We have money that we make as a household.
As a household.
So
when we go to pay bills, that is not to say, well, I put my half of the mortgage in there, or I put my half of the light bill or water bill.
No.
It's equal across the board. We don't care who make the money there.
Now let me say this. Just because my wife, if at the time my wife was making more money than me, that doesn't mean I settle and allow her to keep doing that. I still need to be progressing as I go to be the best I can be. Now I'm not just going to settle and just say, okay, boom, I'm too competitive for that. So I was always looking for something else to do to either match or top her. Because if I do that, guess what she can do? Come back and compete with me and go a lot higher herself. So it's all about us always pushing each other.
And it wasn't about competition. We find it fun. Now that's a piece of a spark that we have in our relationship. It really is, where we love to be like, all right, I push him, he push me. Okay. Yep. And that's what we do. I push him to that potential that he may be saying, I don't know if I can reach that. I don't know if I can get there. Or baby, this is what I'm working forward to. This is what I want to see myself in my career in a year. And so it's my responsibility as his wife to push him to that. Okay, baby, what do you need to do? Any tests you need to go and take? Anything? What does that look like?
And let me say this. Some of y'all men, I'm gonna talk to you men. I'm gonna talk to you men out there. Because I'm a man. Some of y'all men get an attitude because your wife is trying to push you to better. I didn't say thinking you're not good enough. She's just pushing you to see the potential in you get better.
Right.
Does it sound like nagging sometimes? Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
And you'll sometimes even say, well, is this just not enough for you? Is this just not good enough? No, it's not that. It's just that, baby, this is what you want, right? We want the same thing, right?
Now see,
so we gotta, yeah.
If I ask my wife that question, my wife is bold enough to say, no, it's not good enough. My wife is bold enough, but you know why? And she would break it down to me. No, it's not good enough. She said, because you're not giving me all you have. You have so much more in you. So why should I settle for you not giving your best? And this is the thing. Once we start doing what we truly purpose for and love, it's not hard.
Yes. Oh, and that's right, David. That can be a fine line too. That can definitely be a fine line in saying, is this not enough? Is this not good enough for you?
If you ask
Am
that
I not
question,
doing enough?
If you ask that question, be ready for the answer and allow that answer to be explained. And if you're going to give that truthful answer, you better be well enough ready to explain your answer as well. You can't be in your feelings saying, no, it ain't good enough. I can do better. No, well, we can't go there.
Right.
We still have to fight fair and fight safe.
Exactly. And then sometimes, though, not everybody fights fair, and not everybody fights in a safe space. Okay.
And, you have to be willing to be taught how to do that.
Right. And here's the thing: when you know that person is coming from a place of malice or maliciously saying these things to you, you have to stop for a moment and you have to say, okay, I'm not sure we want to have this conversation right now because neither of us are in a good place to have that conversation. Okay.
Yeah, you have to be mature enough to understand that and know that and see that coming.
Yes.
It's my job and her job to protect us.
Yes.
From ourselves.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when you look at it from a career standpoint and a relationship standpoint, let's talk about something else that also falls into place is time. Okay? How much time you're spending in your relationship as opposed to working. Okay? Yeah. Okay. You were reading that too? Okay. So time. That was our biggest thing. That was our biggest thing because quality time was my love language. And Joaquin was never loving me via my love language because of his career, because of him building a business, trying to build an empire for our family.
Yeah, this is a sensitive topic for a lot of people.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was so critical that I needed Joaquin to be home at a certain time to have dinner with his family. And there were times when Joaquin could never meet the mark.
Yeah. And this is the thing. There are going to be seasons. Now, there are going to be seasons in your marriage where you do have to play that role. However, we weren't in that season. I was just putting things that shouldn't have been priority in the place of what should have been my priority.
Mm-hmm.
I was always trying to do one more job. I was
Yep.
always trying to do a little bit more overtime.
Mm-hmm.
I was always trying to do, do something for someone else. And what I had to realize is, if you do that one more job, it's not going to put you on a different tax bracket than you are right now. It's not going to put you any closer to your goal
Yep.
than it will if you do that job tomorrow. See, one thing I had to start learning to do for people who I consider my clients or people that provided our income was, it's a 2-letter word. Starts with the N, ends with the O. No. Can you do this for me real fast? No.
Yeah.
However, I can get to it tomorrow if you were like, nah, I need it done right now. Okay, find someone else.
Yep.
If I'm doing the job, I can't be on your time. You have to be on mine. Because I'm on her time.
Mm-hmm.
And if I do this one more job and I'm an hour late for something I supposed to be at, that doesn't do me any good getting home and going home to a hostile house.
Yep. Yep.
No. But it's amazing you can say no to your spouse real fast.
Ooh, real quick. Real quick. I'm telling
sorry.
y'all,
Hold on.
it's sensitive. That's a sensitive subject. We don't have that problem now.
Oh.
But baby, ooh. Now y'all know we real. We come real with all the emotions and all.
She didn't deserve the yeses then.
How dare you?
That was a joke.
I know.
Jesus.
Yeah.
God.
Mm.
Y'all see that?
But that was serious for us though.
Very, very serious.
I mean, because I realized that you're there for everybody else but me. You there for everybody else, but you won't be on time for your son's baseball game. Or you won't be there for his school play. I know. I know.
Okay.
But other people deal with those type of things.
But I wasn't there for that. And I'm going to say something. There are many husbands out there that wish their wives would cook for them. There are many husbands out there that wish their wives would say, hey, dinner will be done at this time. Let's sit down and have, time with the family. My wife was doing that, and I was so focused on trying to provide, I was missing out on the opportunity to spend time with my family, which is way more important and way more valuable than making money. So you have to learn where your priorities lie.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're going home and you don't work your behind off all day and then there's no food in there, and then you're complaining, well, why don't you cook? I'm out here busting my behind. But all my wife wanted me to do was come home, eat your meal while it's hot.
While it's hot. I don't want you to have to come home to a plate that's been sitting in the microwave. I didn't stand over that stove to cook my husband, my family dinner for him to come home and his plate be in the microwave. Yeah, when I tell y'all, that used to hurt my feelings so bad. So bad it used to hurt my feelings.
And yes, she can cook. So if that was the question, yes, she can cook.
Because for me, it was like, I know how hard you work. And although I get up and I went to a schoolhouse and taught kids for many years, the least I can do is when you come home, I can have you a plate ready, a hot meal ready. Go take a shower and come down and have dinner with your family. And because he was so into provide, money, it was like, no, I can get it. Just put my plate up. Just do that. No, I don't want you to do that. I'm giving you a heads up. In an hour and a half, dinner will be ready. Just be here on time.
Yeah.
Be here in enough time to sit down and have dinner with your family and to get yourself prepared for that.
Yeah. and this is the thing. If you don't have that, work toward that. If you have a demanding job before you get married, you need to be explaining to your spouse, hey, this is what my job demands, so we can know what we're looking forward to. Give me the option for me to jump into this or not. If time is my big thing, let's make sure if my demanding job, I need to make sure I carve out time for you and us every week.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure it's set aside. No, I was in the military as well, you all. I was in the military for 13 years, 4 tours. My wife, yeah, she ain't the military wife. Because like she told me, I did not get married to be a single mom.
Right.
Because I was always gone.
Always gone.
I'm always going a week here for training, 2 weeks here for training. Every other weekend I'm have to be pulled out somewhere. I got to go to this class and train up for this. I got another promotion. I've got to go train for this promotion. Now, when I get back from just being gone, for the last 6 months, I've had to be gone 2 weeks or a week out of every month. And now I'm going to get deployed.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm going to be gone for 6 months, 7, 8 months at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Who's ready for that? So that's what we tell everybody, especially if you're in the military, man, to the wives and the husbands that are left at home, thank you. Thank you. The sacrifice you make is felt just like the sacrifice for the spouse that's overseas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's vice versa as well. Joaquin does the same thing for me. When we moved here 2 years ago, Joaquin stepped completely out of his element. Completely out of his element.
I was forced out, but it was the best thing that happened to me. Yeah, best thing happened for me.
Yeah. And so 2 years ago when we moved to Alabama, Joaquin was forced out of his job because of corporate and franchise basically laws, okay? Mm-hmm. Or corporate laws, okay? Yeah. So he could not transfer his job from one state to the next, or one Avis budget to the next Avis budget because of corporate and franchise, okay? But when he got here and he didn't have a job, the only income we had coming in for the first year, the first 6 to 8 months. Yep. The first 6 to 8 months when Joaquin got here was my income.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo.
But let me tell y'all how God works, and how when you are a united front with your spouse and not a great divide, this is how God will bless your marriage. This is how he will bless your finances. This is how he will bless your career. And remember, I said we were a united front. Okay? So that means we were together on everything, every decision we made, from buying a house to renting a house, from what car we're going to drive, what job I'm going to take, and all of this. We were a united front, supporting each other on everything. I told my husband, stop pacing this house, trying to figure out what you're going to do to bring some money into this house. Yeah. I said, do what you have been telling me that your passion is to do for the last 6 years.
Yeah,
I said, do that.
Yeah. And I'm telling you something, what we do now and what we've been doing for the past 8 years is my passion. But sometimes your passion can be scary. Especially when you don't know what it looks like.
Especially when you've been in corporate America for a very long time and you depend on that check, that corporate America is consistently giving you, which is that bi-weekly or that weekly or that monthly check that you get from your job, from your career, okay?
Then on top of that, I had my lawn service, which a year prior to us moving, My equipment was stolen for the second time. So now when I get here, I don't have any equipment. So now I can't work with my hands, which I'm used to doing. So it's just, man. Who's that?
Francis, baby, I miss you too.
What's up?
I miss
Hey,
you
Francis.
so much.
Jasper, Alabama. So yes, it's different. It's different, but I'm willing to bet that a lot of people would agree with me that when you step into your purpose is usually different than what you've been settling for.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying I am saying I settled for those jobs, but those jobs played a big part in me getting to where I am.
And making you who you are and in building those skills in you
so
that
I'm not,
you could bring to this.
I'm not minimizing the jobs I've had in the past. Love my jobs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so when he moved here, like David on YouTube just said, your faith can be tested, man.
Ooh.
Your faith can be like, God is like, I moved you so that I could position you to be exactly where I need you to be to impact the households that I am about to assign you to.
Yep.
And for many of years, I've always asked my husband on a yearly basis, because we make out our vision plan every January 31st. And in making out that plan, I always ask him, baby, what is your passion? What is the one thing that you will do and you will do it for free?
Yeah.
I always ask him that. And I've been asking him that for 8 years, about 9 years now.
Yeah.
And every single time, it's the exact same thing. He tells me it's never changed.
Yeah.
It has never changed. And I told him when he got here and he was unable to find a job, I said, that's what you do.
And I'm gonna tell you something. I've never been able not to find a job.
Yep.
Never. I've never been able to find a job that I want to do. And it was in the last quarter of people hiring, so they were really trying to cut things out.
Yep.
Best thing ever could happen to me.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And for us, we knew that it was Christ, it was God sitting Joaquin down and saying, I need you to trust me.
Yeah.
I need you to trust me. And because God was also speaking to me, God was telling me, continue to undergird him, continue to encourage him. He listens to you. He listens to me too, but he definitely listens to you because he knows that I am in you. That's what God was telling me the entire time. He said, he listens to you because he knows that I am in you.
And she ain't gonna stop talking anyway.
And I ain't gonna stop. God was like, yep, you ain't gonna stop. You ain't gonna stop telling him, look, I need you to. And when we got on TikTok, but April the 2nd of 2020,
yeah,
we did not know that our lives were about to change.
Now, mind you, I did not want to do TikTok.
Yep.
I did not want to do TikTok, but my wife really didn't want to. Our young daughters were begging my wife to get on there and do some dances.
Yep.
And my wife told them that she said, if I get on TikTok, I'm gonna be famous. And they were like, whatever, Mom.
No, I thought I would go viral.
Famous, viral.
Okay, still the same
Potato,
thing.
potato. Semantics. But anyway, yeah. And they were like, you gotta do what was it that they had, the Renegade?
It was the Renegade at the time. She's like, you gotta do the Renegade to go viral. You gotta do the Renegade. I was like, if that's the case, I definitely ain't going viral.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you. The first time my wife actually sat down and made me do a live video, we were on there talking, having fun, and I said, I really don't like doing these lives. I don't like feeling like I'm, trying to show myself in front of somebody or be exposed. And a young gentleman on there said, you better stop that. He said, this is your ministry. This is what you're supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, first of all, it's my first time ever doing live. I don't know you. But that spoke to me.
Mm-hmm.
That spoke to me. This right here, I have my bachelor's degree is in speech communication.
Yep. It's in speech comm.
This is what I do.
Yep.
This is what I love to do.
Yep.
Encourage people.
Yep. And so I wanted him to really step into that. I wanted him to truly pursue exactly what it was he wanted to pursue. So when Joaquin stopped looking, the floodgates of heaven opened up windows and started pouring us out blessings that we're now sharing with you all.
Yep.
You know, he says, I will pour you out blessing. I will open up the floodgates of heaven and I will pour you out blessings from windows that you won't have room enough to receive. But when we receive those blessings that we can't necessarily hold for that moment, we pour them out to you.
Yeah.
And God said, I am assigning you to households. And I am going to use TikTok as that platform.
Yep. So how is this related to what you're doing? Are we telling you all to be coaches and counselors? No, this is not for everyone.
Right.
What we're saying is make sure your career goes along with your purpose.
Yes.
If your career does not create balance in your house,
Let me tell you something.
hey, I'm not saying quit. Please don't not go quit
Don't.
your job
Don't.
and say the
No.
Loper lady and her husband said quit. That is not what I'm saying. Everybody hear me? I hope this thing is being recorded. I am not saying go quit your job because I will not be blamed for that.
Right.
What I'm saying is just make sure you weigh your options.
But eventually do what you love. Okay? Do the work of your heart and it doesn't seem like work.
Yeah.
Okay?
When we were living in Memphis, I had the opportunity to meet Fred Smith. When his son was playing football for Olive Branch High School, I had the opportunity to meet him one night at a football game. And it was cool just in there looking at him, thinking about his story. When you pursue your passion and something that you are you love and you know it's going to work, the people that would tell you that it's not possible are the ones you want to prove the most to. Don't listen to the naysayers. Go for it, because if it works, prove your point. But if you quit, who's to say it never would have worked?
Yeah.
And looking at Fred Smith, and I'm like, dude, if he would listen to his college professors and all these people.
Salaikum salam. He said, Assalamu alaikum. My father used to say that to me all the time.
Salaikum salam, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, her father is Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that guy. What's up, Pops Rudolph? Up in New York, Queens. He's in the Queens right now. What, he's in the Bronx
He's
now?
in the Bronx.
He's in the Bronx. He moved. All right, they're in the Bronx now. But yeah, you have to make sure that you have balance.
Yep.
Don't listen to the naysayers. And I'm telling you, there are people in my family that question what we were going to do. There are people that, we've known for a while to say, that may not be the best thing for you all. But we have to do what the best thing for us was. And guess what? This speaks for us. Okay, cool.
What?
Somebody saying that their brother-in-law is Fred Smith's bodyguard.
Okay, and then there's a question on here for you. I have a question for your husband. Why is it that some men always say that they want a good woman, but and I don't see the rest of it.
Well, let me say this. We do want a good woman. We do want good women.
But when that woman came along, he cheats, lies, and etc.
This is the thing. Everybody wants a good woman, but who's to say we're ready for what we want? Sometimes we have to get us right.
Mm-hmm.
See, sometimes we're so focused on looking at what we want, we're not looking inward and saying, what do I need to fix? Thank you, Holy Spirit. That's why being single, like we talked about last night.
We talked about it last night.
Be selfish. While you're single,
Yep.
Be selfish.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to be selfish in a smart way. While you're being selfish and single, it needs to be, okay, what do I need to fix in me that's going to hinder me from loving the person that comes into my life the best way I can be? Because if I'm still trying to love through the pain and hurt that somebody else has put on me,
yes,
and I'm going to portray on someone else, then I'm not good for the person that's supposed to come into my life.
Yep.
So then when they come into my life, I'm looking at them from the pain and through the eyes of the hurt and pain that I've been through. And then guess what I do? I don't trust them, so I lie, cheat.
Yep.
So a lot of times when people get cheated on and stuff, it's not you. It's them.
Yeah. It's something that they haven't resolved within them. They haven't had an opportunity to be selfish so they can become selfless in the relationship or in the marriage when it gets to that point. So at some point, they have to project what they've been through on you. I want you all to take something, jot something down. I want y'all to jot something down real quick.
That means
okay?
write it down for people that don't know what jot means. Just saying, my wife, she don't like to know what.
Just jot something down for me real quick, okay? You make me so sick. Jot this down for me. We do not see things as we are. No, we do not. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Don't jot that down.
Don't jot that down. Hold on. Erase that.
Start over.
We do not see things as they are.
Yes.
We see things as we are. We do not see things as they are. We see things as we are. Remember, we are broken vessels.
Mm-hmm.
And when we have not healed, we began to see things only through our brokenness. We began to see things from a broken, distorted lens. We don't see it with clarity. Our lens is not in focus, like you focus a camera lens. We don't. We see it the way we are. So if we're healed, we also see things differently than what they really are. That is why it is so important to get clarity. To get clarity, understand, to comprehend what someone is saying to you, what someone is walking through, what is their why. It is important that we do that simply because we will project all of our brokenness on somebody else. We will bleed on people who did not cut us.
Yep. For example, if I were to tell my wife, to get out, y'all know by now she ain't leaving. But
right.
Hypothetically speaking, if you're someone who, if your new spouse or your new boo thing boyfriend says get out, and that reminds you of you being put out by your father, you being put out by an ex-husband or being put out by something, and they don't understand how you react toward them. That needs to be understood, because my innocent speech, my innocent verbiage is getting me beat up on or pounded up on for somebody else's mistakes. You have to have honesty. You have to have transparency in relationships. I don't know how we got on that. We was on here about finances and careers. But yeah, we took a rabbit trail. We're sorry about that. But yeah, I don't know how we got over there. Yeah, I just thought about that.
What?
I don't know how we got over there.
Over where?
Where
were we? I think all of this plays. You think we were in left field? You don't think we were still in a place where relationships and careers fall into that same category too? Yes, because we were talking about how you had to know what your purpose was, and you had to start feeding into that as opposed to feeding into a career that wasn't taking you anywhere.
Okay, well, you put it like that, yeah.
Okay, and so let me go back to where Joaquin know we are. Okay?
We back.
Yeah. Let me bring Joaquin back in, because he's the one who always out there on left field. It wasn't us, y'all. It was him. It was Joaquin that was all the way over there left field. Okay. Okay. So for Joaquin, for Joaquin, when we moved here 2 years ago, Joaquin would always wonder. He hated feeling like he wasn't providing for the family.
Man.
When in actuality, he was providing for the family.
Yeah.
Okay. He was giving, it wasn't monetary, it was in kind. Okay.
It was what?
In kind. There are different types of like donation systems. There's a monetary donation. There's an in-kind donation. That's time, that's materials, that's clothing, that's what you were doing. You were cooking, you were cleaning, you were doing those things. So your contribution was in kind.
But I'd always done that.
Yes, you had always done that, but you were so focused on monetary. You were so focused on providing financially.
That's true.
Okay. And when you couldn't, you didn't see besides that.
Yeah.
You didn't see your contribution to this family was so much more valuable than an amount that you could have bought into the house.
And I, even though I didn't like it, I accepted my position because I knew one thing. It took stress off my wife.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I told her. She walked in one day and tried to cook. I don't know what she was thinking. You better not. You better not. This much. I got you. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
When you come in here, you will. My wife and the kids, they will have They will have a meal cooked. This house will be clean. I'm borderline OCD anyway. So
Hey, Maylee, I'm gonna mute you if you ask that question one more time.
What's she at?
Maylee underscore EC says, so can he stop cleaning now? Nope.
No.
No, he cannot.
I like the way I clean.
Yes.
No.
He likes that.
Understand this. It works for us in our house.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm telling you, and I've been like this since before she met me.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not done up to my standard, I'd rather just do it myself. Now our kids, they do their own cleaning, but the things I do, look.
Yep.
I like the way, and then I have sleep apnea, so I do a lot of cleaning through the night. When I'm up and I can't sleep, I clean through the night. So no, if she go in there and clean up, I'm gonna go in there and clean up behind her. Not that she doesn't clean up well, I just do it differently.
I know, Maylee. I know it was a joke. That's why I picked on you.
Oh yeah, we never say nothing on here. Seriously.
Yeah. It don't ever take it personal when I call you out. Trust me, I know it's a joke.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we bypass that stuff that we know they for real about.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So no, but I tell all the time, yeah. Like my wife washing clothes, don't do washing my clothes.
Yeah.
Wash my clothes.
You don't want me to do none of that.
I got it.
But
you can fold them.
But when we talk about your career and your relationships, we talk about time, we talk about finances, we talk about support. Okay.
Yeah. What is your?
And someone even talked about how what if the biggest naysayer is their spouse? Okay. What if the biggest naysayer is the spouse?
That's big. And your naysayers, the naysayers are supposed to be outside of your house. Yep.
So when we look at it from that perspective, when the naysayer is inside the home, you feel like you are fighting an enemy.
Yeah. Inside your home. And look, let me say this now before anybody else asks. When you come on these lives, we're not going to do all that flip screen and all this stuff. This is our left hand. But the way you're looking at us, because of the way the screen's set up, it may look like our right hand.
Right.
But these are our left hands that our rings are on. Ain't no funny business going on here. This is my girl. This is my wife. Ain't nothing changing.
Yeah.
All right?
Mm-hmm. And you still have to be encouraged when the naysayer is in your own home, when it's your spouse. You still have to be encouraged in some shape, fashion, or form.
Mm-hmm.
Because your spouse may not be sharing with you why they can't or won't support you in the manner in which you need them to support. That's the one thing I have to say for our marriage. Marriage coach, marriage counseling, and grief recovery completely changed the trajectory of our marriage.
Oh yes, it helped us see so many things so much more clear. Oh man, we were seeing it through our own lens of things and our own interpretation or understanding of things. Once we went through grief counseling, oh my God.
Yes.
And I mean grief counseling as individuals.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Man.
It completely changed the trajectory, because here's for me, grief recovery also helped me, because I talked a little bit about grief recovery last night and what it helped me do, but it also helped me understand my why. Okay.
Which is me.
It made me understand my why, not you.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I know.
It didn't help me understand Joaquin, because I don't want to get the people.
Yeah.
So it helped me understand my why. It helped me understand why there were certain things that triggered me. It helped me understand why I looked at my mom a certain way. It made me understand why I treated my kids a certain way. It made me understand why my relationship with my bonus dad and my father were the way they were.
Which are good.
Which are my relationships with my bonus dad and my father I have great relationships with both of them.
Yes.
But grief recovery about all of that stuff from my first experience with pain, my first experience with an emotion. I walked from that point of contact with emotions all the way up to when I almost ruined my marriage. Going through grief recovery also helped me understand how to look at what my purpose could possibly be. Okay. What God was calling me to be. I read through the book, The Purpose Driven Life. What on earth am I here for?
Mm-hmm.
Man, when I tell you that book helped me tremendously understand what God was doing in me so that he could work through me.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's what helped me understand what my purpose was and to know it. Okay. To know without a shadow of a doubt what that looked like. Okay. Because I could work in hospitality and I can change people's lives that way. I knew that it would always be with people. I knew that. But being a service manager, being a host, and then becoming a sales manager at a very nice restaurant helped me understand. So every job that I have, everything that I did helped me begin to understand where God was taking me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the purpose driven life, what on earth am I here for? That's the book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
It
book.
is the purpose driven life. What on earth am I here for? That is the book that truly helped me understand what God was doing in me so that he could work through me.
Yeah.
Okay. And in understanding that and putting that and working through that book, it was like, whoa,
Yeah.
like here it is. But I did. Someone said, well, what if I've been on my job for 20 years? I think somebody on TikTok asked that question about 10, 20 minutes ago. Okay. Rick Warren, and it's on
Yeah.
Amazon. Yes, that's exactly the book I'm talking about. Yep, Pastor Rick Warren. Someone on TikTok just said, but what if I've been in this same job for 20 years? Understand what your purpose is. Somebody said, well, what if I am disabled, or what if I am at home, or I have an illness that keeps me from going out to do those things? How can you bring your purpose to the people without having to go to the people?
Yeah. Your purpose is not limited.
It's not limited.
Ooh,
So don't put
good.
limitations on it.
Hey, David, that's another one.
Don't put limitations on your purpose.
Yeah.
And so when you don't put limitations on both the book and the journal, yes, the book and the journal, because the journal is going to help you get out of your head onto that paper what has been fuming in your heart.
Yeah.
Okay.
This right here, this is our purpose.
Yeah, this is definitely
this right
our
here,
purpose. Yeah.
This is our purpose. However, if we still be so, I'm sorry, if I was still so career driven,
Yep.
I couldn't see my purpose. I knew it was bigger than what I was doing, but I was settling for what was comfortable.
And he was learning in the process.
And familiar. Yes.
But he was learning in the process, because one of the things that Avis Budget Car Rental did for him was it helped him get in front of people, okay, and truly be who he was.
Yeah.
It helped him work on his vernacular. It helped him work on how to say it, what he said.
Because before then, understand this: military, my lawn service, and loss prevention, and what else?
It was military, communication, asset management.
Yeah, asset management.
That's what I call it.
Yeah,
asset management.
Yeah, asset management.
I hate you.
My lawn service and stuff. So guess what? I really was in positions where I wasn't able to really flourish in what I was really purposed for.
Go ahead.
So once I got into Avis Car Rental and started really meeting the people, man, people used to always tell me, man, we hate to see you come to work because you always come to work so happy. It's my duty to be able to be a blessing to people. And I'm going to tell you what really spoke to me. We had a motivational speaker actually come through the airport one night, get in the car. And I never forget, I will call his name. I'm not going to call his name because he's pretty well known. But I didn't know who he was. He was a Caucasian man. And he just kept staring at me. And it was one of the uncomfortable stares. And I was like,
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
I said, yes, may I help you? I said, and we talked, and I said, you keep looking at me a certain way. I said, what's up?
Don't read the comments. You just keep talking.
Go out. Get out, Stacy. And the guy actually told me, he said, man, there's something about you. He said, is this is this the job you want for the rest of your life? I said, absolutely not. I said, man, my goal is to be the motivational speaker that I want to be. My goal is to be in front of people, encouraging them. That's why I love doing this, to be an aid to people. He said, really? He said, here's my card. I'm here in town to do a speech at one of the places downtown. He said, and I'm a motivational speaker. He said, I think you would be great at it. He said, you have the poise. And that right there changed my mindset. I was like, if he can see that in just me actually helping him get a car, but me just being the person I am, man, what can I do really on a stage that God's going to put me on? Mm-hmm. Hence, here we are.
Yep.
I love going to schools now, just speaking to young people, because that's what I needed. That's what somebody did for me when I was in 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, college, high school. They spoke life into me.
Yep.
And that's why we can be on here, and I don't care if we have 2,000, 5,000, 1 million viewers on here. If we reach 1 or 2 people that change their lives, we're doing our job.
We're in purpose. And we're living life on purpose is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. And so some of the books, I think these are the 4 books, and I'm going to turn to Joaquin first and let him see them, because these are the 4 books that we recommend for you walking through certain things in your life. Okay. Yeah. So,
yeah.
And the Purpose Driven Life too.
Yes.
For those people who are talking about purpose, career, and all of that.
Yes.
Okay. So these are the first 4 books that we're going to hold up, because we've already mentioned the first book is Rick Warren's The Purpose Driven Life. What on earth am I here for? The book and the workbook are pivotal to helping see what God is doing in you so that he can work through you. And go into that book. If you start reading that book, go into that book with that mindset.
Yes.
Okay? Because that book takes you on a journey starting with, you're not a mistake. You are. Y'all, please excuse my husband from smelling me, okay?
I'm sorry, man. She just walked by me, man. That smell, I'm sorry. It was.
You good, babe?
Go ahead.
Okay. That book starts off with telling you, you are not a mistake. It starts off telling you what God is going to do in you, and it works its way up to telling you what he's going to do through you, how he's going to use you, how he is going to do exactly what it is he is calling you to do. Okay? All right. So here are 4 books, and we're gonna hold them. I'm gonna hold them up for about 2 minutes. Go ahead.
And let me say this: this just because these books have certain titles on them doesn't mean you have to be married to get these books in you.
Okay.
It's more imperative that you read them before you get married to get your mindset ready. But now that if you're married, these can help you get your marriage to where you want to be.
Yes, because whatever career you're in right now, and you may be unhappy with where you are. Let me tell y'all something. Pay close attention to the assets that you have in your career right now.
Say that again.
Pay close attention to the assets that you have in your job right now.
It might be the person that you swear you can't stand.
Look at the assets. Look at yourself. Okay? Look at the assets that you bring, the value that you bring to this career, to this job that you have. Okay? When you are looking at your purpose. Okay. Yeah. Always remember, you may not be where you want to be. Okay. You may be working toward it. You may be going through the process. Okay. But always pay attention to the asset that you are. Okay.
Yeah. How you treat people today may come back to be your best asset 5-10 years from now.
Yes. So this live, we can save the live. So if you're on TikTok, and you want to go back and rewatch this live, go to YouTube.
Yes.
D. Clark Curry has put our YouTube in the comment section several times. Okay. So if you want a replay, it is always going to be on YouTube.
Yes.
Okay. So here you go. Here are the books. Go ahead, baby. Okay. Read them all.
So one is the emotionally healthy woman. The emotionally healthy woman by her name is Jerry
Scazzaro.
Scazzaro. I have an issue with her name sometimes. Jerry Scazzaro.
Okay, you said they're upside down? Okay, so let me see something.
If this works, I'm gonna trip out.
I don't know now.
Love and Respect. Love and Respect is one of those books that truly almost, hands down, almost saved our marriage.
They come up.
They come in reverse. So
nope,
turn
nope,
back over.
Nope. Okay.
Nope.
Okay, y'all. I'm just gonna put them this way. I'm sorry. Joaquin is going to read. He said, not on YouTube. We're sorry, y'all. I gotta flip my camera. Child, look, somebody said nope, upward, nope. Hey, at least I tried. I mean, shoot. I don't know nothing about all this camera stuff. Okay. Somebody said still upside down. Okay.
All right, so we're just gonna read them off to you, okay?
Okay, we're gonna read them off to you and point to them as you read them off, baby.
So this one here is the emotionally healthy woman by Jerry Scazzaro.
Put your finger on the red part, on that.
This one?
Right here, baby.
Where?
The emotionally.
That's what I was doing.
Nope, it wasn't right there.
It was.
Go, Joaquin.
Let me do this.
Okay.
You see that? When you ask your spouse to do something, let them do it. All right, the second book right here, the yellow one. Becoming Your Husband's Best Friend. Becoming Your Husband's Best Friend. And the last name of that author is Frisbee.
David and Lisa Frisbee.
David and Lisa Frisbee. I can't see their names right now. Thank you so much, baby. All right, the third book, the blue one right here where my finger is. The blue one. Thank you, Taj, for putting it on YouTube. So the third book is the book that truly blessed my marriage from going through some of our darkest times. Getting Past What You'll Never Get Over.
David, behave yourself over there. Don't give him no idea.
I thought about it, David. I thought about it. And then apologize. Oh, excuse me, girl. Getting Past What You Will Never Get Over.
Okay.
By Westfall, John F. Westfall. And the last book, last but not least, because this is a good book, Love and Respect. Women gonna need love, and the men gonna need that respect.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book here that my wife trying to kind of pimp me on.
Okay, I'm gonna do it this way, y'all. All right, Love and Respect. Love and Respect.
That's what I just pointed to.
I know. Love and Respect. Y'all wanted me to hold them up one at a time. I'm doing Love and Respect. Okay. I know that they're still upside down on TikTok and probably on YouTube. I just don't know how to do all that. So I'm holding one book up at a time for you guys, okay? Love and Respect. Somebody said, nope, not that way either. I know, but Love and Respect. That's one. All right, The Emotionally Healthy Woman. I actually did one of my workshops. I'm trying to get it on TikTok correctly because this light is
horrible.
This light is bad for The Emotionally Healthy Woman. Show the cover, not the spine. Sorry, thank you. The Emotionally Healthy Woman.
By Jerry Scazzaro.
Okay, who is the author of Love and Respect? Dr. Emerson Eggerichs. There you go. Better. Thank you. Thank you. I got to help a sister out now. Shoot. I don't mind correction. All right.
Oh, that's cool. Somebody said they took a screenshot and then flipped the picture.
So y'all got it? The Emotionally Healthy Woman, y'all got that one? Okay.
And Jerry Scazzaro, Jerry is spelled Geri.
Yeah, y'all saw the name of Jerry Scazzaro.
I just spelled it.
Okay. Getting past what you'll never get over. Getting past what you'll never get over.
By John F. Westfall.
Okay. And last but not least, this is the book that changed my life
What's that called? My woman need that.
as a wife. This is the book that changed my life as a wife.
So
Okay?
all the men that are looking at this book, please go buy it for your wife.
Yes.
All the wives looking at this book, please go buy it for your husband. See how that works?
Yes. Okay? Bam. Becoming your husband's best friend. Becoming your husband's best friend changed my life. Okay?
Changed my life too.
Changed his life. Sure did. And I'm going to tell you why that book. You'll go get Total Surrender for me? So let me tell you why that book changed my life. Yes, I gifted this book, Becoming Your Husband's Best Friend. I gifted this book. This book is Lisa and David Frisbee. I gifted this book 4 times. I've bought this book 5 times.
I bought the book.
You didn't buy it the first time. Pastor gave it to me the first time.
That's true. That's true.
Pastor gave it to me the first time. You did buy it this last time. The 5th time you did buy it.
3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Whatever. Yes. And I got this book from my pastor. Yes, it is on Amazon. This book will probably take a little bit longer to come in. Because it's copywritten in 2010, and a lot of like thrift bookstores have this book in. Okay. But this book I have gifted 4 times. I bought this book 5 times. Because that's just how much it changed my life. And let me tell you why it changed my life.
Why?
It changed my life because you would think that it's really talking to you and teaching you about your husband. It's teaching you about how a man should be treated, how he needs to be talking, how he needs to be spoken to, and all that kind of stuff. Okay?
And she acted it out, people. After she would read certain chapters, she would come ask me, so Joaquin, you mean to tell me when I say this to you, it makes you feel this way? I'd be like,
but look,
who got to you?
That wasn't the only part of that book, because it didn't talk a lot about that. It talked a lot about you as a wife.
As a wife. Yep.
That book changed my life because it made me realize, and let me tell you, every woman who wants to be a wife, okay?
I'm sorry, they want to be a what?
That wants to be a wife.
Okay.
Or that is a wife.
No,
okay?
no, you said it is.
That
if the
wants
whether they
to be,
are or
okay?
are they going to be.
All right.
You have to want to be.
You have to want to be a wife.
Okay.
For every woman that wants to be a wife, look at the man in the mirror first. Take a look at the man in the mirror first. Because that's what becoming your husband's best friend taught me to do.
Yeah, don't fix me, fix you.
Yes, we do premarital and marriage coaching. We do. You have to go to our website for that. I had to
I like that song too.
I had to stop trying to change Joaquin. I had to stop trying to change my kids. I had to stop trying to change my family. I had to stop trying to change everybody and what they were doing
or what they were
around me. And I had to change me. Because when I changed me, everybody had to respond to me differently.
Ooh, that's deep.
That's what that book taught me. This book right here taught me that if you don't look at yourself first, that if you don't change you and you trying to change somebody else, ain't nothing around you gonna change.
Nothing. Or no one.
Ain't nothing around you or in you going to change until you change you.
Yep.
And when I tell you, I would take this book and be reading it at night. I would highlight some of the stuff in this book. I would intentionally leave it laying on Joaquin's pillow.
Go put it on my pillow now.
I would put it on his pillow. Okay?
And my nosy behind come in and fall for it.
He would come in, he would read what's highlighted. And the fact that he would read what's highlighted, he would see me act it out. I would utilize the tools that this book was putting in my tool belt. Okay? Because I knew that if I didn't start doing something different, my life wasn't going to look different.
Yeah.
This marriage wasn't going to look different. Me as a parent wasn't going to look any different from me as my mama.
Yeah.
And I darn sure didn't want to look like her as a parent. I'm sorry, I just didn't.
And let me say this. I'm glad she did that, because people on the outside of your marriage will see you change as an individual before your spouse does, because we're too close to the situation.
Yep.
We're used to seeing you how you are. So as you make subtle changes, I may not see it because I'm used to seeing you in a certain light. So the fact that she was putting the book there for me to read and seeing what she was actually reading and highlighting, it gave me a different approach to see her putting it into action. That's the difference. It's almost like somebody losing weight. If I'm trying to lose weight, I can't be telling myself every day, I ain't losing no weight. But then when my wife said, baby, you slimming down, I don't believe her. No, it's her job to tell me what I can't see. I'm used to seeing myself in a certain light. Yeah, so you have to be able to understand why your spouse is going through that transformational change. Not for you, for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they don't get themselves right, no way to get the marriage right.
Yep. So it is Lisa and David Frisby.
And let me say this, people. You can read all the books you want. You can have a better understanding of how you need to do some things or why you need to do some things. But you still need people in your life to give you perspective and to give you balance on how to walk that thing out.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, your spouse is not going to be the one. If we're healing together, then we're in the same pain. A lot of the times in the same pain with this marriage.
Hey, Diamond.
So guess what? There are four men in my life that have been in my life for about, a long time, but in our marriage for about 12 years now, and this is our 13th year being married, that I have given permission to check me. Yeah. I said I gave other grown men permission to check me, keep me in my place. Because if I try to do it on my own, I ain't strong enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I wanted to pursue certain jobs, I had men in my life that I would speak to, and they said, no, don't do that. You're going backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if your wife wants you off that job, what is the job bringing to the house? What is it, other than money, what is it bringing in a positive manner to your marriage?
Oh.
Because at the end of the day, money is important, but it ain't everything.
Into the camera, baby, because you're cut off.
Maybe.
There you go.
They hear me. They know what I look like. But I didn't want to push you off anything.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I like to see her in the camera because she look better than I do in the light. So I just want to get.
Pass me total surrender.
Anything else?
Mm-mm.
You sure?
I'm sorry, cutting you off. Go ahead.
Anyway, I forgot where I was. Oh yeah, I have men in my life that check me. Put men in your life that you're not uncomfortable with asking certain questions. You being vulnerable around them because they don't need anything from you. The men that I have in my life don't need anything from me. They don't expect anything from me. They want to be there because they want to be there. And I want them there because I need them there. The only way I can be a better man is if I have other men ahead of me and in front of me that are doing better things than me. Give me something to strive for as a man. Not as a husband, as a man. My wife is the one that helps me strive to be a better husband. Yep. So all the books again.
So as they want all the books again.
Well, somebody asked for it.
Okay, we're gonna give you all the books again,
At
but
the
I
end.
want to read a specific part of Total Surrender. Okay. So Total Surrender is
Oh yes.
the book that I wrote in 2017.
Somebody said about the five love language.
Oh yeah, the five love languages.
Yeah.
Total Surrender is a book that I wrote in 2017. This book is available on our website at blendedandwinning.com. Blendedandwinning.com. And the reason I want to read particular this particular section of the book is because we're talking about seeing yourself, seeing your life differently, seeing your life on purpose, is because we have to look through a different lens. See, too often what we do is we look at ourselves with all of the cuts and the bruises and the wounds that we have based on what we have walked through. Okay. Yeah. So the part that I'm going to read comes from the chapter, I had to surrender my circumstances. So total surrender is about surrendering every aspect of your life. Okay. It's about surrendering every aspect, not just those areas in which you struggle in, but it's about surrendering every aspect of your life. Your finances, your children, your circumstances, your friendships, your marriage, your leadership, your career. It's about surrendering all of that. And a lot of this that I learned, that I put in this book, that helped me learn what my purpose was. It helped me become selfless and not selfish in my marriage and in parenting. This book, what I had to realize is that I had to stop looking at everything around me based off of what I'd been through. Okay. So this particular part says, if I tell you this will be easy, I will be lying to you. However, I can tell you this, your pity can be your potential. Your pity can be the very thing that will make you want to get up and learn how to walk again. It can be the one thing that will cause you to step out on faith, trust yourself to love without resisting what God has for you. You have the ability to take authority over your life and choose to turn things around for your own good. See, I've been there, I've done that, and I bought the t-shirt for it. I thought I would never have the strength to turn from my wicked ways. I've been doing dirty, nasty, shameful things for so long that I wasn't sure if I had even had any good left in me. It didn't happen overnight. But as time progressed, I began to read more. I prayed more. I meditated on what God said was for me. I declared his promises over my life. I began to tithe. I began to serve. And I began to love God's people right where they were. And I started seeing my circumstances differently. Instead of looking through an unfocused lens at all of the negative, berating, unnecessary things, I had begun to focus on what God had waiting for me in the distance. Instead of concentrating on those things that never came into focus, no matter how long I manipulated the lens, I had to change my target and see God's plan and purpose for my life. During my infancy walk with Christ, I began to take a look back over the past 14 years of my life. As I watched what was going on around me and the people I was impacting, I was ashamed. I was disgusted. I began to see all the hurt I was inflicting on the ones I proclaimed to love was the hurt that I had not resolved within myself. I couldn't blame anyone for the hell I was going through but me. My circumstances were a direct My circumstances were a direct result of the choices I'd made. And like I said before, the end result wasn't worth bragging about. I had to make the change. I had to totally surrender. I had to want to make that change in me. And I had to start looking at my life from a different lens. I had to stop trying to manipulate the lens at these things in the distance that God wasn't calling me to. And when I stopped trying to manipulate that lens and bring everything into focus that God needed me to bring into focus, that's when my life began to change. I had to yield to Him. I had to yield to the calling that He was calling me to.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I know that I didn't do this by myself. I know that I didn't do this on my own. I had God right there with me. I had Him right there. And He never left my side. He never left my side. And I went through growing pains. I did. I mean, I had a growth spur and it was hurting, y'all. But I didn't give up because I wanted exactly what it was He had for me.
Yep.
And to this day, I can truly say because I totally surrendered, because I learned what totally surrendering looked like, I came out on the other side of that thing.
Yes, she did.
I came out on the other side of it.
So yeah, once again, that book is called Total Surrender. Total Surrender. Go to our website, www.blendedandwinning.com. Go to our shop page, and you will see the book, and you can order it there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I'm gonna say something. My wife said something there. There's growth in your yielding.
Yep.
Once again, we're going back to career and even your finances in a sense. There's growth in your yielding. Your career is not what makes you. Your bank account is not what makes you. It's in the yielding. I know a lot of rich people that people can't stand.
Yep. Yes, I had several people order my book the other night. I think it was last Wednesday or Thursday. Your book's shipped today. So your book's shipped out today. Your book is on the way. You should have it by Monday. And I can't wait for you all to start reading the book.
Hey, that's a good question. New Gym 2021.
Oh, that's a good question.
This is a good question.
Yes.
Who needed
More work between you two? Ooh.
The one that tries to finish everything. You see, I couldn't even read the question on my own without her getting in there.
I needed more work. I'm gonna be honest with you, and that's a good question because what was the name? New Gym 2021. That's a good question because then it forces people to look at themselves, and it truly forces them to say, I wonder. We know. We sat down and talked about that. I know I was a heathen. I ain't gonna even lie. I was a what's up, Curtis?
What's up, Mr. Jackson?
I knew I needed the most work. I knew that because I didn't have a relationship with God. Joaquin did.
And I'm not gonna say that. You know, we need to work in our own lives. So you can't compare.
Well,
you really can't compare.
Okay.
Who needed more work?
I needed some work done.
So this is the thing. If she'd have thought that I needed more work and she'd only put the work amount that I needed to get me right, then she'd have missed her mark. And vice versa. We just need to work on ourselves. But in the marriage, she did need more work though.
Mm-hmm. I did. We've been married 13 years. We've been together 16.
That's gonna be our next topic.
good. That's good.
Yep. So and D Clark, if you're still in the live on TikTok, please pin our website in the comments, please.
That's true. And that's what Joaquin was just saying. Everybody's not the same.
Yeah.
So we are all different in some shape, fashion, or form. Did y'all just see that thing fly me? It's like a piece of lint or something.
Y'all saw that too? So so I know what they are now because people call them. They call what the orb. What they call orbs?
But I don't know if that was an orb or not. I mean, I couldn't tell.
Let me ask you this: what kind of lint is flowing in right here?
I mean, I don't know, but I sure saw it just flying past that boy.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all saw. Rewind that on YouTube and see it's an orb. I was like,
yes. I'm like, what is this? Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Be honest with yourself. What do you need help with? What have you ever
Somebody said, how many books do I need?
Hey,
how many books do you need?
How many books do you need? How many do you want to bless with people? Give it to them.
Yep.
But seriously, it's not about, and this is what I couldn't do. I couldn't come into my marriage saying, you need to work on this because you've done this, and that hurts me and hinders our marriage. What have I done? Mm-hmm. Someone asked earlier, about an hour ago in the live, I saw it. If you didn't think I saw your question, I saw it. It says, what do I need to do? I'm waiting on a godly man. I've been divorced for X amount of years, or I've been single for X amount of years. I'm waiting on my godly man. Why are you waiting? What are you doing? If you're waiting on your godly man, how do you know that's your godly man if you're not working on yourself to be a godly woman?
Our YouTube channel is Joaquin and Stacy Loper. D Clark, will you put that in the chat, baby girl?
Did you send that to D Clark?
I didn't send it to her yet.
Okay.
She's gonna be on. She was on this one last night. Right, she's on this one tonight. I gotta compensate her for.
I'm just check. Yeah. Just check. But seriously, while I'm sitting there waiting, I'm just waiting and twiddling my thumb. Well, I'm gonna work on myself when my husband comes. That's backwards. Work
on yourself now. It starts now. Becoming a wife, becoming a husband starts when you're single.
Yep.
Starts when you're single. Mm-hmm. When he won't talk to you to begin with, how do you communicate with your spouse when he doesn't communicate with you to begin with?
Have you all never communicated?
Or have there been some things that happened in the marriage that
have hindered the communication?
That has hindered the communication, because we have couples like that. Now, let me tell y'all something. So I had one of my clients call me today. She FaceTimed me and she said, I got to tell you something, Stacey. I said, okay, tell me.
Tell her. What'd she tell you?
She said, I'm going to start treating my husband better because I really got a good man. I said, baby, what did you wake up to this morning? She said, no, Stacey. She said, I know I got a good man. But and I'm gonna tell you, she acknowledges that she's broken. Okay.
Ooh, I'm sorry. She acknowledged what?
That she's broken. She acknowledged that. She said, Stacey, she says, I've never had a man like my husband. She says, he is good to me, and that's all I've been asking God for. She said, Stacey, I am going to treat my husband. She said, I'm gonna do better by my husband. And it wasn't that she was cheating on him, she was stepping outside of her marriage or anything. She don't know how to talk to people. She just don't know how to. I mean, she stand over that man and be pointing down at him. She talk loud.
I didn't know you were talking about until you said that.
Yes, exactly. I'm like, why do you do him like that? Stop. And her husband was like, all I want my wife to do is do a better job of communicating with me. Mm-hmm. Do a better job at, opening up to me, but not crazy like that, Be soft with me. She's real hard, like real hard. And she called me today and she told me that. She was like, I just need about 15 minutes of your time on FaceTime. She said, I just got to tell you, I'm going to do better. I'm going to treat my husband better.
And that's what it all boils down to, your mindset.
Yep.
Someone on Sammy Jolie, she said, no, seriously, I'm just going through a divorce 2 years. I need to work on me. How many books do I need?
Oh, Sammy
Sweetie.
Joe. You
Sammy
need
Joe.
all of them.
Yeah,
All
all
of
of
'em.
because it's the thing. You can't.
Not some of them, all of them. I'm sorry.
Yep. No. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
There's no such thing as not enough information or too much information when it comes to you building yourself.
Yeah.
Some of these books that we've read, they were just seeds.
Yep.
Them books may not come into play into 5 years into your marriage or 5 years later into your life, but at least you have those tools and something to fall back on to say, okay, I've read about this before, I've heard about this before.
Yeah.
It's about building yourself. And look, that's a great. Someone said, "Wow, I wish I would have caught this from the beginning, or the teaching stuff from the beginning." Okay. I wish we'd have caught a lot of the teaching stuff from the beginning as well. But this is the thing: are we mature? Are we even mature enough to use it? You have to be in a position where you have to be humbled and say, "You know what? I'm not going to love my wife or love my job or leave my job because of somebody else wants me to do it. I'm gonna do it because I want to do it."
Mm-hmm.
How do I keep my marriage going? I want to. She wants to. So therefore, if we both want to, that means we want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love this woman every day because I have chosen to love her. Love is a choice.
It's a choice.
I don't love her because she wake up and love me. I don't love her because she wake up and give me something. No.
He likes that. Now.
I do. It helps. It adds on to the next day. But I love her because I'm supposed to love her. And I want to love her. And that's why it was difficult. Let me tell y'all something. I almost wanted to leave my wife when she asked me to leave the military. I'm sorry, I'm gonna knock on this and
Wait a minute. Shanisha Rogers on YouTube said, Tanisha, I'm sorry, but that's funny. Tanisha said, Shanisha said, our communication was better before my husband started friendships with men who act like it's still 1800. Oh my God. She said her communication was fine with her husband until he befriended men that act like it was the 1800s.
You gotta be careful.
Like women don't have a voice. Like they control everything. How do you have a marriage that's built off of that? You know.
Depending on what she's saying.
How do I get my wife to listen? She's stubborn. Curtis, where your wife at right now? Curtis?
Give her a bottle of water, Curtis.
Now I'm gonna need you.
He asked 3 times, baby.
He did. He was like, I need you to see my question, Stacy. How do I get my wife to listen? She is stubborn. Curtis, I'm gonna have to give you some creative ways. Graffiti.
What's up, Graffiti?
Hey, girl. Truly. She said, my husband is clueless. Yo, stop talking about y'all spouses on here. That is not what this live is for. It's for y'all to talk about y'all husbands. Don't do that.
Hey, I'm going to say this. Thank you, Dr. R.A. Vernon. And I'm going to say it one time and one time only. I'll take that back. I'm going to say it more than once. Your husband, your baby daddy, your baby mama, whoever the case may be, they are a reflection of your intelligence, whether it's at that time or now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's your choice. What are you doing to build them up?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing to build them up? I hated reading. When I tell you, when I graduated college, I professed that day. I ain't reading no more books. I got my degree. I'm done. I don't want to go back for no master's. None.
Yep.
However, is that boy?
Hey, David. How are you, sweetness? What? That's one of my sons, baby.
Yes, she did. She asked me to leave the military. She sure did. She asked me to turn on my country.
Sure. Your country was asking you to turn on your wife. You want to go there? I will take it there, brother man. Okay?
Brother man.
I will take it there. there since you say I asked you to turn on your country.
Yes.
Your country was asking you
You
to
turn on me.
your wife. Don't you dare.
Plymouth Rock didn't land on. No, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock.
Plymouth Rock landed on us. I don't care. You finna serve me, not your country.
See, y'all hear it? Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that?
I'm
Y'all
just
heard? No, you heard that, right? You heard it right here live.
He served them long
You
enough,
heard
y'all.
it right here live, y'all.
He served them long enough.
You heard it
No.
right here live.
So let me talk a little bit about that, because that goes hand in hand with your career and relationships and your marriage.
Yeah, there are seasons to everything.
Joaquin and I were married October the 11th, 2008. Joaquin was deployed October the 12th, 2009 for 9 months. That deployment took Joaquin from his son when his son was 41 days old. I cried for 4 whole months. 4 months, because I felt abandoned. I felt alone. I did not know what I was going to do, bringing another child into this world that I was like, I'm done having kids. I felt like I was a single mother. Okay? And I didn't know what to do. I didn't. And I could not do that by myself. I was not strong enough to be a military wife. I wasn't. And I could not do it. I couldn't. And his son was 9, almost 10 months old when he came home. He missed so much.
Yeah, he'll be.
He missed so much of his son's beginning. I'm serious. I learned in that 9 months that I could not do it.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm gonna be honest with you all. Not only did she miss me, not only did she don't know what to do. While I was gone, our truck broke. The truck broke down.
Mm-hmm.
Truck broke down. Had a good support system. Thank God for that. The hot water heater. The hot water heater in the attic busted. Flooded the whole living room. Ceiling stuff. Where's my husband at? He's over fighting a war that if I die, you know what they're gonna send her? A measly little check and a flag. And I'm not saying, look, that's what I signed up for.
Yep.
That's what I signed up for. Now, my goal at 19 years old was not signed up to say, okay, if I go overseas and get killed, my wife will get something. That was a goal of mine that I asked my wife to come into. I asked her to accept everything that came along with me. But when you have to handle that stuff, you're at a crossroad.
Yeah.
You're at a crossroad.
Yeah. And I couldn't. And I had to be real with him.
Yep.
I did. And I mean, and I'm going to be honest with you. You know, somebody said, do you regret her asking you to leave and leaving the military?
I did.
First he did.
I did, yes.
Yeah. For years.
I had built up some resentment toward my wife for asking me to leave, because guess what? That was my goal. That was something I wanted to do. That was a journey that I was on. But this is what you have to understand. When you get married, your I goes out the window, because now it's we. And just because it was a good idea when it was I, doesn't mean it's a God idea or a great idea, but now that it's we. Because you have to be in this thing together. It took me a while to get there. It did. When things wouldn't go right, I would always go back to this. See, if I was in the military, I could go do this, and I could go on a deployment, or I could go here for 2 weeks, make some extra money. But I'm missing the biggest picture. It was still taking me away from my family. Mm-hmm. I love the military. I love what it did for my life.
He did.
I love the camaraderie it had. I love the position I had in the scale that I was climbing quickly. Mm-hmm. But like Major Payne said, hey, If the military wanted me to have a wife, they'd issue me one.
Yeah.
So when I chose to get married, I had to choose to not only think for myself, I had to think for us.
Yes, and somebody said, just be honest with you. Is it service or your family first? Which one?
Yeah, it's my family.
Mm-hmm.
It's my family.
It's our family. We
Yeah.
we wholeheartedly believe that it is our family.
Yeah. Now it's one thing to say that, but then you have to live it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
it is definitely our family.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, I started kind of seeing what she was saying about a year before I got out, because in 11 years I'd never been rolled up before. But my wife, when our last child, getting ready to go on my 4th deployment, my wife got sick or something, and I actually didn't go into work. Called in, told them I wasn't gonna be able to make it, and I got rolled up for not being there because of my position. And I'm like, but my wife was having an issue, and I couldn't just leave her. They were like, well, you know, we had obligations here. And I started seeing the bigger picture. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, hold on now. Now, I don't think y'all gonna pay our bills, or you're not gonna send somebody there to take care. Okay. All right. And what really helped me, 2 weeks after I left, my colonel called me for 6 months, asking me, hey, I have my papers on my desk. Loper, we need you back. I went down to my base one day just to check out things, and it was somebody sitting in my chair. And that's when I realized, you're replaceable. You are replaceable. And that big machine called the military and all of its branches, everything is almost interchangeable. And it's easily replaced in some aspects, but I can't be easily replaced here.
Yeah.
So
somebody just asked the question, how do you keep your relationship from becoming boring? Do you watch my TikToks?
Was that a general question or a direct question?
I mean, that's how we keep our marriage from not going boring, is I get on his last nerve. Mm-hmm.
I'm last.
And he gets on mine too now.
No, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't.
What do you say if your spouse says their siblings will always be there, you might not be?
Did they marry their siblings?
You might want to go and do some incest with your family.
I'm just being real.
I mean, and I'm just being real. I would. I mean, see, I'm petty like that.
Yeah,
I would have been petty like that. But if I would have been real serious, well, if that's the case, then you probably need to go and commit incest with your family.
Yeah,
because this ain't gonna work.
Yeah, this is the thing. Whether you get married or not, they're still your siblings. You're right. The siblings will always be there. Even if your sibling, God forbid, hypothetically speaking, if your siblings die, guess what? They're still your siblings.
Sorry, y'all.
Why are you touching stuff?
Because I was just trying to push that thing up, baby. Let me stop touching stuff.
Push what thing up?
That. Go, baby.
I'm just asking a question.
Okay. Go.
But now, seriously, some people need to get the truth. This is the thing. If my siblings come to me and ask me, hey, man, you know, my brother or my sister can't come to me and say, you know, their spouse or somebody tripping, or they doing this, man. What you think I should do? I think you should go talk to your spouse. I'm not getting in your marriage. That's not my marriage. It's for you to work it out. Now, if you want to come to me and say, man, what can I do to be a better husband? My sister may come to me and say, what can I do to be a better wife? Then that's a question I can say, okay, what's going on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm gonna answer the question based on what they say about them. I'm not speaking on your spouse if they're not there.
Yeah.
No, but if someone is so family oriented and family dedicated that they're saying that I never put you before my mom or my siblings, that may not be the marriage you want to go into. Okay, I'm finna start something up. I'm finna start some mess. You want me to be petty?
You finna really be petty?
Oh, I'm finna be petty. I'm finna get some stuff started. Not even my mama can just drive by my house and just walk to my door and knock on my door.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, mom, what you doing? If she lived here, or when we were living in Memphis, or anywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, mom, what's going on, mom? Everything okay? Yeah, I just want to come by and see you. Oh, you didn't call first? Yeah, you didn't call first? That's my mama. Yeah, me and my wife, me and Stacey could have been here having butt naked sex. And ain't no just walking in. No. No, it's gonna be respect from the jump, from anybody.
Yeah.
So not my siblings, not my friends, not my mama, not the pastor. You can't come by my house without calling respectfully, saying, "Hey, are you all home? Do you feel like having company?" And I wouldn't do it to anybody as well.
That's right.
But some people in their marriages think my mom can come over anytime she wants.
Or my siblings can come over here whenever they want. No.
Okay.
They ain't gonna be calling me at no 12 and 1 o'clock either in AM. They just ain't gonna do it.
Or 6 o'clock in the morning. What you doing? We sleep.
Yes. We call our parents before we go. We call anybody before we come to their house.
Yeah.
We call my sister, my mom. We make plans to go to their house. We don't just show up.
That's respect. Yeah, she's my mama, but I'ma still respect her on every level. But then you go up in there and see something you don't want to see. I can't believe y'all still do that. This their house.
Yep. Yes. I have a book. Yes, we have a book. I say we have a book because what's mine is his and what's his is mine too. So it's Total Surrender. That's our book.
That's my wife's book. My wife wrote this book. All I did was help proofread it, and I did write the foreword.
Yes.
I wrote the foreword. I wrote the foreword, y'all.
Haley. I think that's Haley. Hey, Haley.
Hey, Haley. Who's Haley?
I don't know, baby. She wants us to say something I don't know how to pronounce, but I just say Haley.
Oh, it went by it.
Say what now?
It went by it.
Mm-hmm. That's common courtesy and respect. That's right.
How do y'all meet and propose? We met in college.
Yeah.
I was an undergraduate and my wife was in grad school.
You always have to tell that part of it, don't you?
Never leaving that out.
I don't know why you had to tell that part. We were in college.
I shoot big.
We weren't college sweethearts, but we were in college together.
Yep. She thought she downgraded because
we went to the same university.
She was looking for a professor and she got a little undergrad boy and stepped her game up.
So I had to step my game up when I met you.
Did you?
You damn right I did.
My ninja. My ninja. My girl.
He proposed to me in
New
New York.
That's right. She wise. She didn't know how smart she was.
Okay. He proposed to me in New York when we took the ferry ride around the Statue of Liberty. Yep.
Bodo. What's up, Bodo?
Bodo?
I don't know, but Haley said, say Bodo. I don't know if it's Bodo or Voodoo.
I don't know, baby. But, yes, he proposed to me on the ferry. And tell them why you proposed to me on the ferry. Hold on, he got to tell y'all why he proposed to me on the ferry.
Well, if you all have been following us, you all know that I am the 11th person to ask my wife.
Nobody asked you that.
I gotta build. Why you clapping? Why you clapping? Why you clapping?
Nobody asked you that.
I have to build a picture.
No, you don't.
Yes, you have to get a complete.
Ask a simple question.
You have to get a complete understanding of
No,
what.
they don't.
Yes, they do. Tell me if y'all don't understand this or not.
Where?
Okay.
Where did you propose? How did you propose?
I was on the ferry.
That's all. You were on the ferry.
I got on one knee and asked you.
Why did you propose on the ferry? That's what I want you to explain.
I'm trying to. You won't let me. Y'all see that? That's why she needed more help. That's why she needed more help, y'all. Thank you. Build the picture. Build the picture.
Oh, who said build a picture? Who said build a picture? Who's that? Who said build a picture?
Curtis.
Curtis.
No,
I'm gonna tell your wife on you what you just asked that question.
Give me peace. Give me peace. Said no. I boogie. L Boogie 88. So this is the thing. I'm the 11th person to ask my wife to marry her. I'm the now third husband. So her track record spoke some things. So as we're going around the Statue of Liberty, I asked my wife, got on one knee, I said, "Will you marry me?" And I said, "If you say no, I'm throwing you in the Hudson. I'm throwing you in the Hudson because I know you can't swim."
So I mean, I was at a lose-lose. I was at a lose-lose. I can't swim, and I damn sure ain't saying no.
See, sometimes people need help understanding they finna win. I told her, I said, hey, been in for a while. I said, will you please? I'm asking you, would you please marry me? And if you say no, I'm throwing you in the Hudson because I know you can't swim. She said, and she said, are you serious? I said, well, what about the marriage or throwing you in the Hudson?
I'm in the river. Dude.
Yep. So that is how we actually got engaged. True story. No cap. I swear for cheese and crackers. Yes.
Who is this? Somebody tell how bougie she was on campus. D. Clark. Don't do that.
Oh, D. Clark.
Don't do that.
We don't even want to go there. Hey, if I told them all that, they'd be wondering why I asked her to marry me.
I can't even. Somebody said not in the Hudson.
In the Hudson.
Tom said not in the Hudson.
In the Hudson. Yes, sir.
Somebody said I can't swim either, so I'm saying yes.
Yeah.
I can't.
Somebody said, wow, what a perfect position. And the Hudson is the best place.
Because they ain't going to recover your body.
Yep.
Hey, David said, Stacey, you got two choices. Marry or be baptized in the Hudson.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Yeah.
I cannot with y'all on here. My goodness.
Yeah. I don't care that eyewitness. He pushed over. It was a mistake.
Y'all leave the 11.
Her
The
word
number
against mine.
11 has nothing to do with this live. I mean, it has absolutely nothing to do with this
everything
live.
to do. Let me ask you this. With me telling the story the way I told it, was it better getting an understanding of why I said what I said? Or could I have just said, oh, I'm throwing you in the Hudson because you can't swim? Tell me. You tell me. Was the build-up better?
Don't tell him that, David. He already had several shirts made, and I deleted them off of the page. They are no longer for sale on our page. No.
Hey, I had a shirt made that said when you not first, you're 11th. I win. Thank you. It was a better build-up. My wife is an overachiever. She's an overachiever in everything. So ladies, understand, if you haven't been asked to be married yet, don't worry. It's possible.
It's coming. If I can get 11 different men you can get one. Trust me. Hey, and possibly 3. Who knows? I mean.
Just don't go about trying to get them the way she did.
How did I go about getting them? Not every single man that asked me to marry him.
Being bad and bougie.
Being bad and bougie, well, okay.
That's all I was saying. I don't know where you were going.
Being fat, pretty, hot, and tempting.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. Pretty, hot, and tempting. That's what I tell her, babe. I said, girl, you so fat. My pretty, hot, and tempting wife.
Evelyn, your husband said that explains why. You
Warner, you're starting to understand.
No.
You're starting to understand, Warner. I told you, the more you hang around us, the more you understand.
And it's funny how our clients. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right.
You know, it's kind of sort of like playing spades with me. How many books you got? How many books you got in your hand?
2 in the possible. Hey, my wife finna run a wheel on y'all. She finna run a Boston, 13 books.
I got 13. Bam!
She
Come
was
on,
on 13.
bring it. Bring it. Come on with that little bit of hand you got. Come on with that little bit of hand you got.
Stacey she was spade drunk. She was spade tight.
I was tight. I had them all.
Cutting from the jump.
I was cutting from the jump. Be like, you better bring it. Hey.
You throwing the king of hearts, she come with a 2 of spade.
He is corrupting everybody out here. My God, he's making everybody out here look at me differently.
Now, and I'm telling you this.
Oh, somebody said, somebody said, I ain't never had a proposal, but Stacey give me hope.
That's what we here for.
Why do I?
We here to bring hope.
I cannot with you. Like, wow. This live took a turn for the worse tonight. This live has taken a turn for the worse tonight. We do interrupt this for a special announcement.
I hope my guy on here, Dr. Anthony White. I hope he's on here.
Oh my
God, I hope Dr. Anthony White is on here.
Oh.
But yeah, this is what we do, people.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
So, I mean,
sometimes Trump type. She was Trump type, y'all.
I just came with y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
yeah,
it's like,
that is.
So do y'all want to hear about some of my proposals? Would y'all like to hear about some of those? What those look like?
First of all, we ain't got time for that.
Oh, we ain't got time for
no,
it.
I
will only mention about.
Hey,
I only mention 3 of them.
First of all, that is the 3 you got married on.
1, 2. No, I'm gonna talk about the one about Applebee's.
No,
I gotta tell y'all about Applebee's. The one that married him at Applebee's.
That's a lie within itself. We're gonna do a live that says Stacey's 11 proposals, and we're gonna walk you down.
Oh my gosh! Okay, bet. We went. Somebody said Applebee's. Somebody said run, Applebee's run. I know. I ran in the bathroom. I was hoping there was a window for me to go out of.
Ran in the bathroom and called her sister.
Ooh, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I had to pretend like my stomach was hurting when he had I'm like, ooh, I gotta go to the bathroom. Hey, the 11th tour is a tour within itself, okay?
Yes, Lord. Single or married, you get some out of this. What to do and what not to do.
Oh.
See, once again,
Oh.
knowing all of these things, that's why I got her in a vulnerable position.
It's the bathroom for me. Somebody said, I'm sorry, but we got to know the story now.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm playing this thing. When I got on that ferry, I said, this is my best option.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, even if we don't go through with it, at least I get a yes.
Oh, Sophia, thank you so much. Sophia said, I was lying in bed sick. She said, you guys made me laugh so hard. I feel much better.
God bless you, Sophia.
Yes. Thank you, Sophia.
Once again, we're here to give hope. Any way we can.
Either way we can give it. We're here to give it to you, you know. Oh, God.
But this is one thing I will say. And I'm going to speak to this. Even if you haven't ever been proposed to, don't sweat that. Seriously, we're not saying that she's 11 times just, throwing it out there in your face. Where she is now as a wife and as a mom and as a woman, it shows and gives people hope and motivation that, hey, this is where we can come from.
Yep.
This is where we can come from. Even in her brokenness, there was still something about her that people wanted a part of, more than just the flesh.
Yeah.
Because I promise you, we're gonna do a live on why I married my wife.
Thank you to Meek Ham.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a live on why did I marry my wife, or why did I marry my husband?
Why did I get married? We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that live. Why did I get married?
She just changed my whole topic. You see that? No, that's why you need somebody.
Why did I marry my wife?
No, that's why you need somebody to help you. Make sure you get better. Make sure you speak to everybody. and control stuff in their own way.
Well,
And I can promise you this. The reason I married my wife has nothing to do with her physical shape. Well, not number one. Did help.
Somebody said, girl, for that many proposals, there must have been a line at Applebee's. No, one man told Joaquin in the gym one day.
Oh,
No,
this dude.
told me, walked up to me on the treadmill. I was on the treadmill. He walked up to
Were
me.
we dating?
Yes, we were dating.
We were?
We were dating.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He walked up to me
In Southern Miss.
at Southern Miss in the Pain
In the
Center.
Pain Center. Y'all know what it is.
Okay.
Hattiesburg.
And he asked me, he was like, are you in the military? Have you ever been in the military?
Lane.
I looked at him crazy, first of all. And I was
Lane.
like,
You ain't got no game already.
I was like, no, I haven't. Okay. I was like, no, I haven't. He was like, you know, you date old boy that's training you. And I was like, yeah, we just recently started dating. He says,
Why you got to tell him recently? You never told me that. See, I don't leaving that line of communication open. You see that? But go ahead.
Anyway, I was like, yeah, we just started, just recently started dating. He was like, oh, he said, I just want you to know that if he ever mess up, there is a line of men waiting for the opportunity to just take you out.
A line.
I was like,
She didn't drop her head. What did you tell her?
Okay. I said, okay, thank you for the compliment. That's what I said to him. But Joaquin already knew that because whenever I would walk into the fitness center.
Oh yeah. So I was my wife's trainer. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. On campus, they didn't know her name.
They didn't know my name.
They didn't know her name, so they gave her a nickname. Everybody used to say, hey man, you date FA? Who is FA? My wife worked in the financial aid office. They had given her initials. Hey, old girl working at financial aid, FA. They called the girl FA. I said, y'all gotta be kidding me. So what I used to do is I would get my workout in before I trained her. And when I knew what time she would usually get off work and come in, I would sit in the corner of the gym when really nobody could see me on a little leg exercise machine. And I would watch all the guys watch her, and they would gather up when she would come in the gym. And they'd be like, hey, there she go. And they'd all look at her. And she'd be looking around the gym, and everybody be trying to holler at her, and I'd be sitting like this waiting for her to see me. And as soon as she see me walk over to me, all of them be looking at me to, man, here go this nigga. I'll look at her like this. Yeah. Now let's get started. And I'll wear her behind out working.
He will wear me. I hated him being my trainer. When I tell you, I got great results. But him being my trainer,
Even now, I'm not. We're going to the gym. I ain't your husband.
David said, watching to see who gonna get some financial aid.
And right, nobody better get no financial aid. Everybody getting denied.
Everybody financial aid get denied. I'm sorry, but you gotta certify, you know?
Yeah, so that's how we met, man. That's how we met, and that's where it started at.
Yeah, that's where it started at. Southern Miss. Yeah.
To the top, baby. But yeah, that is some of our story. But back to our initial. Stop. We ain't on Applebee's no more. Some Applebee's be buzzing though.
Somebody said I'm in the wrong part of the country. I need to move down south.
Man,
I need to move down south for a proposal.
Oh, and none of it matter. My wife was proposed to up north and down south.
I have.
My wife, she was proposed to in New York a couple times.
Oh.
And she was proposed to in Texas. She was proposed to in Mississippi. Where else? Florida.
I'm gonna need you to stop.
I'm just saying. Overachiever, baby.
Worldwide. Y'all are why do y'all bring out this in here, Joaquin?
So yeah, baby, this more than a southern thing. If somebody said, "Dang, what's that? Antarctica?"
Hey, Evelyn said we gonna make her wake them children. Taj, right? This line shifted a little bit.
Yeah,
This is
we went from finances and what?
career and finances to
We got her career. We got her career.
I was a career fiance.
Oh, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When we speak on the Stacy's Dylan proposals. I'm gonna tell you one of the funniest things ever happened to me.
Somebody said I done already woke up my kids.
So after my wife and I started dating, unfortunately, I lost a good friend of mine in a house fire.
What did you lose in a house fire, baby?
I lost a good friend in a house fire.
Oh yes.
And we actually.
Oh really? And I'm sitting up here like, oh yes.
No,
No,
yeah.
no, you don't need to tell this story.
It's coming out soon.
Oh my
But anyway, so at the funeral, man, I'm sitting with the family and everybody, and I started seeing all these people. I'm like, I know that person. I've seen this guy. Well, come to behold, they were some of the people that had actually proposed to my wife. One was the ex-husband. So we walk out in the lobby as the family's going out, and there are about 5 men standing in a row. And all them looking at me, and I'm like, I look back at Stacey and told her, I said, I never want to be in that line. I said, that's like the walk of shame. I never want to be in that line. And I knew somebody. I spoke to him. How y'all doing today? All right. You're nobody else. Look, you have to be so confident in yourself that you're willing to accept and understand your spouse's background. They're not perfect. How old are we? We old enough to be proposed to 11 times.
I told you, Timmy grandmama blocked his blessing. Timmy grandmama blocked his blessing. Y'all better know.
Yeah, he blocked her blessing. I'll be the first one to be turned down.
Blocked his blessing. Oh my God.
Oh, but look here.
Yes.
Woo, my wife just turned 40.
Terrible.
You want me to tell them?
So what? Tell them what?
Your age?
Sure. I love my age, honey.
Yes, my wife just turned 44 last month. And I just turned 40 in January. So yes. I finally came into the that century with her. Yeah, so look, but back to the finances and your career.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Understand your career can take a turn for the worst or the best. It's up to you. But what your career is going to really benefit you in is giving you balance and purpose.
Yeah.
I always want to be in a position where I help people, not take from people. Matter of fact, that's why I kind of stopped doing insurance. I used to sell, we used to sell life insurance as well.
Yeah.
My wife and I did, and when I moved here, I started selling life insurance. But we were selling life insurance during a pandemic. And people were dropping their life insurance left and right because, man, people were losing their jobs. And I just didn't like the way people were going about trying to get us to sell life insurance to people who were in bad situations. So, you know, you have to be doing something where you feel morally obligated to help people. This is what we love to do. I'm strong enough to, I don't mind talking about my shortcomings. I don't mind telling you that I was a whoremonger. I used to be like Ludacris. I had females in different area codes. And that's what I used to brag on. That's what I used to stand on, what I thought I needed to be a man. That's not. I'm willing to get on here and tell you that I had issues and I battled with lust and pornography for a while. I did. I've been free now for about 7 years. But at one point I did struggle with that. What does your purpose do for other people, not just you? That's all we're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And we love each and every one of you.
Yep.
Thank you so much for tuning in to our lives. Thank you for enjoying our craziness with us, because we can get a little loony, okay, at times.
And I want to give you a few of my shortcomings because we kind of talked about my wife for a while, even though we joked about it. I want to let people know that she's not the only one in this thing that struggle with things. No.
I struggle with it.
No, you didn't struggle with that. No, you didn't struggle. That was not a struggle. That's evident. 11. That was not a struggle.
That wasn't a struggle, huh? Woo! So look,
Nah.
we love y'all. We love you with the love of Christ. I am Stacy Loper, and this is my handsome, handsome husband, Joaquin.
Yes.
We are blended and winning.
And so are you.
We love you with the love of Christ. Remember to continue to tune in with us and to us. And we thank you so much for being a part of our
Yes.
lives as we share our life with you.
Yeah.
We hope that we encourage you and we give you hope, and we hope that we are able to answer all of your questions. Okay.
The question someone did answer was, somebody was like, so how many times did your last name change? Nobody asked that.
You said nobody asked that?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And why are we mentioning it?
I'm just saying, for the next time.
See, you petty. You was a little something. All right, y'all. We love y'all. We getting off this live now with hootie hoo and
bloop bloop.
Yes.
All right, good people. D. Clark, thank you. David, thank you so much.
Yes.
Man, God bless you all.
We will see you guys again. Are we doing it tomorrow or Saturday?
When would you all like for us to come on? Tomorrow or Saturday? Saturday around what time, baby?
We usually do around noon on Saturday.
Noon?
Yes.
On Saturday
yes.
or tomorrow? Well, tomorrow's Friday. People probably want to just chill.
Mm-hmm.
Or get proposed to.
So Saturday at noon, and we're going to talk about fighting fair.
Yeah, we're talking about fighting fair in a relationship or in a marriage.
Yes, Saturday at noon, and we will talk about fighting fair. We are going to do Saturday at noon Central Standard Time. Saturday at noon Central Standard Time. And here's the thing. One day we're going to have a trivia, and we're going to give away a few things on that trivia. T-shirts, tumblers, teddy bears. Yeah. We got a lot of stuff to give away, okay?
In order to win a prize, you cannot be a client of ours or someone that's a moderator or know us or anything like that.
Right. Like, if you're my sister, May, you cannot win.
You can't be on there. We don't want
you can be on, but you cannot win.
Yeah.
Evelyn? Evelyn said, darn, I knew she was going to say something. Saturday at noon, we will be on. We're going to be talking about fighting fair.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about fighting fair.
And do me a favor, everyone on here, we're actually getting our schedule started for the tour.
The tour, which will start at the end of July.
Yeah, so please go to our website, www.blendedandwinning.com. Subscribe so you'll see all of the dates, times, etc. All right?
Yeah.
So once again, we look forward to seeing you all. Man, we love you. We love you with the love of Christ. And go to our website as well. Click on shop, and you can order this book, and we will send it to you with love.
Okay, that's one. And I'm going to show them pretty quickly because I know people are logging off. Okay.
Baby, when is my man thing?
We got to talk about that. When do you want it to be?
The 21st. I guess it can't be 21st now.
I so don't like you sometimes. Get off me. Can't with you, dude. All right, that was all of the books. We will try to have these books available for the live on Saturday as well for those people who might have missed it or did not get the books. So we will definitely get all of these things, these books on there so you all can be a part of, investing in yourself and investing in your growth. Okay, we love y'all. Good night.
Hey, David, hit me up, man, so we can hook up and link up on a Zoom or something, so we can.
LaShante, no
information.
The only book that's on our website, Miss Williams, is Total Surrender. The other books can be found on Amazon. Okay. All right. Good night, everyone. We love you.
Bye, you all.